We need audio help. Hello everyone and welcome to Monday. We've been doing Let's Plays now for near as a hair 4 years. In fact, in another week or so, Stephen Plays will be 4 years old, which is really cool. In that time, our setup hasn't really changed that much. In fact, our headsets haven't changed at all. We use the same headset today as we did 4 years ago. They are the Sennheiser PC151s. They're a really great headset because the price to performance ratio is excellent. They're like 40 bucks and they sound really, really fantastic, so we continue to use them. But one of the things you'll notice is that the cable on them is actually quite flimsy. It's very thin, and because of that, occasionally they short out. Not a big deal. When they're 40 bucks, they're easy to replace. In fact, we keep a few extra in the back room in case something happens. We only have to replace them every like 12 to 18 months, maybe even later than that, but they do break, we replace them. Our recording setup is not magical or mystical in any way whatsoever. It's a 3.5mm headset, so the pink end goes into the computer. This is just a long cable to enable us to do so. Plug it right into the microphone port in the front. That's it. No thrills, no frills. That's all it is to it. So occasionally the headsets do short out. You know, with frequent use and moving around, you know, they can short out. But recently I ran into a problem that doesn't sound quite like it's shorting out. And I'm having trouble deciding whether there's something wrong with the headset or maybe something wrong with the computer. Before I jump into that, I will say that nothing in my setup on the computer has changed. No updates, no nothing. I have no idea why this would randomly start. It may be the headset, I'm not entirely sure, but I want you guys to listen to it. If you are an audio person or if you know someone who is, send this video to them because I'm looking to try and maybe get some help. So, recently I did a recording for Far Cry. This was back on January 10th. So about 2 weeks ago, I did a recording of Far Cry 4, and it was about a 2.5 hour recording, and then randomly around the 2 hour mark, this is what happened. So this is what the recording...
Idea, because now I have a much better visibility and I can easily see...
That's what the recording should sound like, but then about a minute or less later...
That sucks. Alright, back down we go.
Cracking and popping. But then it gets worse. As time goes on...
Hear something. Yeah, okay.
You can start to hear a low echo start to come in.
Airport, I'd be slaughtered.
Then we jump in a little bit further.
Any more guys up here?
The echo starts getting worse. Jump in a few minutes later.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, that's not good.
Okay, so now the echo is really bad. But as time goes on,
I actually could have climbed up there before he got me.
It starts to get better.
Rinky-dinky airport, but
the echo starts to go away until we finally get up to here.
Seems extremely dangerous.
You can just hear a little cracking and popping. And then, just a split second later, it's gone. So this all happens over the course of about 12 minutes or so. So in 12 minutes, we went from normal audio, had been recording for 2 hours, everything's fine. All of a sudden, it starts to get a little cracking and popping. Typical of shorts, except normally, whenever I have a short in the cable, you can still hear it even when I'm not talking. On this, you can only hear it when I'm talking. And then it starts to get a little echo, and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then, after it's really, really awful and distorted and terrible, it starts to get better, then it's gone. This has happened twice in 2 weeks. Now, we do a lot of recordings, and it's only happened twice in 2 weeks. This was the first time. It was, like I said, it was about 12 minutes total that the audio was screwed up, and then we had done another recording, and it was about 6 minutes. We also, the other recording was about 2 hours long, but this one started at 2 hours in, and the other one started about an hour or so in, so it seems like it can start at random times. Once again, nothing's changed in the setup. We have no idea what is causing this, and personally, I don't feel like it's related to the headset because, I mean, the headset is, I mean, you just plug it in, you talk into the thing, it sends it down the tube, and that's it. It seems kind of weird that it would be able to cause this slight echo that gradually gets worse for a few minutes and then gets better and goes away. Like, that doesn't seem like something that the headset is capable of doing. It seems like it's either going to work or not. If it's going to short, it's going to sound crappy. If the cable's moved in a certain way, that doesn't seem to be causing a problem. Now, I want to test this. The problem is I can't force this problem to happen, which is a big pain in the butt. Today I recorded 4 hours of Far Cry 4 using Mao's headset instead of mine, and I didn't run into the problem at all. But that's not necessarily conclusive because maybe it is the computer and maybe it just didn't happen to happen, didn't happen this one time. It could happen in the future. I have no idea. I am hoping that someone, with some sort of audio background can say yes or no, that is or isn't the headset. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. And if it isn't the headset and it's the computer, what do I do? What are some things I could try to make this go away? The issue I'm having right now is I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is, and I'm going to continue to do more recordings with Mal's headset instead of mine in the hopes that it will, give me the problem again so I can pinpoint it and say, okay, it's not the headsets, it's the computer or something like that. I'm just looking for help. If anyone out there can help me, I would appreciate it. We've done this for 4 years, never run into anything like this. It's not the worst thing in the world because we can just hook up to like Mal's computer and do things that way. I have spare headsets I can use, so it's not a big deal. We're just looking for, some sort of help in figuring out where the actual problem lies. That's it for today. Hopefully you or a friend can help. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? And you also did this thing.
Yeah, the bow's going on that.
Speculation, everyone. Speculation.
The bow's going like here.
What could it be? What could it all mean?
Horse.
Yeah.
What could it mean is a better question.
No, a horse! I could be a horse! That's what I've always wanted. I'm the horse. I am a horse.
Okay.
That's the sound horses make, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I saw a horse once, I swear.